Okay, cool. So I'm here with Craig. Craig is coming towards the end of his 6-week online BMFC Mansformation. Been working together for 6 weeks now. How you doing, Craig? You good?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. Yeah, you've done absolutely awesome. Yeah, we're just going to kind of run through your journey
Yeah, man.
before, during, and after what we've been going on. So, yeah, just give me a little bit of an insight of like what was life like before the BMFC family? Like, how was you feeling? What was the struggles?
It was like a few years ago. I was in my prime, really. I was running marathons. I was going gym 3-4 times a week, everything. And then we expanded our company massively up into London. We now work on a construction site. I was working six days a week, sometimes 14-hour days. I weren't having no time whatsoever, and I just declined. I never was eating right. I weren't doing any exercising. I was just drinking loads of like fizzy drinks and just eating all the wrong food and just not feeling great. I was good, like was doing all right in my life sort of thing, but not really in my fitness whatsoever. And then I see you put an ad about it, and I thought it'd be good to try and see if I could do something. Like obviously with gyms, you've got certain times to go and things like that, where like what you was advertising was something I thought I could just do around my life, and that's what happened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, someone like me who's so busy, you can't really. Sometimes I could go a week without being able to do anything, but then have 2 or 3 full days off or something like that, and then you can sort of. I know obviously there's certain times you like try, so you've got to try to do stuff, but if not, you can sort of put stuff in at whatever time. I sometimes I was getting up, like I leave my house sometimes at 4:30. Before I was working, I was getting up at 4, just getting up half hour early and just doing like one of the workouts quickly.
Yeah.
I know for some people that sounds scary for that time, but you wake up and you either lay there snoozing for half hour or quickly get up and do work you've done for the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
of
it was
of course.
to have it there on the phone, to have it, and it's also when people, for me, I need a bit of a structure, and even though like when you go to a gym and someone's telling you how to do it, even though like something like what you've got, you're still being told what to do, and you feel like if you don't do it, you're letting someone down. So it's still like someone's there on your case, sort of thing. And then
Yeah.
you do it. If you don't, you just I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes. It never does.
Mate, I use that phrase all the time. Tomorrow does
Yeah,
come.
I always do it. If I have to why I can do stuff personally like this is I set myself, if I don't do it when it has to be done, it won't get done. And I do
Yeah.
that with everything in my life. I've got to do it then. I can't put it off when it don't get done.
Yeah, of course. And that's the thing as well about the group, isn't it? That I always say to the guys before joining in, it
Yeah.
is that accountability, because you've got me there coaching you and keeping you accountable from a distance every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
having all of the guys in the group, it's like you feel like you don't want to let them down, let alone
No,
yourself.
you don't. Especially like obviously I'm running every single day, and it's a couple of times. It's not been that bad, like I said, because we're not doing anything else. But I'd imagine if I was going to work, I probably wouldn't be running every day.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of times I thought I'm not doing this today, and then I've seen someone else do one, and I thought like, oh yeah, all right. And then once you're out, once you're up and you're out the door, you're fine. So it's
Yeah.
just a push to get up. But I reckon if I was on my own, or I reckon I wouldn't. There would be a lot of times I wouldn't have been going out definitely.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. So just talk to me a little bit about your experience during the 6-week online program and kind of the results that you've got, just not like physically, but also mentally as well. How's it all gone?
Yeah, I like I said, I'm 100 mile an hour, so my work was 6 days a week, or 5 minimum to 6 days, and then we went to 0, nothing. We're not doing anything. We haven't been doing anything. Years ago, I suffered badly for like mental health, and it was a big worry that things would really plummet back for us, like especially like my missus, everyone. So we was a big concern with this being sat down. So this has really helped me. It's been like I said, it's a focus. I've now adapted since this lockdown, and with this, I've adapted. My fitness is my work. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, man.
Like it's what my day is. I have to do that instead of going to work, sort of thing. So that's why I've adapted it. I know obviously you used to, but I get up every morning and go for a run. I'm now up to today. I'm 13k, and you think 4 or 5 weeks ago I was doing 2k. So
Yeah.
it's boosted it massively, and it sets you up for the day. And then you've got your workouts to do, and it's just a bit of structure. Like if it weren't for that, I would just be sitting around doing nothing. I don't think I've had like jobs to do around the house, but was done. So, and it's nothing. You've got nothing. You've definitely got to do. Like if you set yourself that you've got to do your workouts or you've got to do this, it's a structure, and that's what's helped me massively.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I say this a lot of times to people. It's like, you know, all of the info's out there for free, isn't it? Like the workouts and so on.
Oh
But
yeah.
joining the program, it's actually giving you the structure
Yeah,
and the
because it's
support.
not
Yeah,
the thing like that. You've got to go on. You've got to search them. You've got to get your things. It's not the same.
Hmm.
If you're in like this, it's something you've got to do that day and at that time, or not so much that time, but that day it's got to be done. So you don't sort of put it off.
That's
So yeah,
brilliant.
it's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Okay, and if any, what reserves did you have before joining the program?
Just about anything. Like I think if you're out of fitness, it's always one of them ones. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week, and you've got to do it, or you can only put things off for so long. Or like I was chatting with my missus yesterday, and I was getting to the point of sort of no return.
Yeah,
I was piling the pounds on. I wasn't having enough energy to do my daily tasks. I was getting tired even before I was finishing my day at work. Like, and I knew that I needed to do it. I knew I needed to do something because, like I said, well, 2 years ago I was running marathons. Like, so to go from running a marathon to not even be able to walk a couple of miles, you're in trouble. So you know you've got to do something about it. And like I say, just your health just deteriorates very quickly, especially if you're like we work in kitchens and canteens. There's chocolate bars, cakes, fizzy drinks on tap. So I was just hammering them,
yeah,
and it was a downhill spiral, and it was only going to get worse unless you do something about it. So you've got to accept you've got to do something about it. I think so. A lot of people are in denial and think, oh, I don't need to. I think people need a bit of honesty in their life. Someone needs to sort of tell you, guys, mate, come on, you need to do something about it. Like,
yeah. No, I get that. No, it's good, mate. No, I love it. You've done so well, and like you even smashed out. What was it, like a 13-kilometer run today? Did you?
yeah. My legs are starting to get used to it. Like they're just ready for it. They
Yeah.
hurt in the afternoon, and then by the morning they're sweet again. Like I said, I did used to do it, so it's not like some people might think, fucking hell, you managed to go straight away. But it's the same with anything, isn't it? Once you've done it, even if you have time off, you'll always get back to being able to do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, what would you say were your 3 biggest wins from this whole process?
The biggest one, my granddad died a couple of weeks before this lockdown happened. So, and then he didn't really he was really old. He was ready to go. Really died peacefully. But when we had his funeral, it really hit me because of there was no one really there. There was only a few of us. I had to do a talk, and it was just it was really sad, and it just hit home of what's going on in the world massively. And I felt like people, I don't know, it was a really weird experience for me, and it just hit me, and it sent me into a bit of a dark place again. I hit the drink for a few days, and I think if I wasn't doing this, I think I would have carried on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then, but I managed because of being in here and doing it. Like we said earlier about, even though we don't technically know each other or anything, you just feel like you're letting people down if you're not doing this stuff. So I managed to pull me back out of it. And I haven't drunk. Well, it was like 3 weeks ago. I haven't had a beer, and I've set myself. I'm not drinking until I can have a party to celebrate all this being over. So I haven't drunk. I haven't eaten. All I've drunk since then is water or black coffee. I haven't eaten anything. I've had a few little snacks and that. So that was definitely my biggest one. I've always sort of wanted to get back to running because I used to do it, and it used to really help me if I had a bad day or if I needed to plan something. I know it sounds silly, but when I used to run, I used to get my plans done. I used to do like a couple of kilometers, and then it was like something in my mind opened, and I used to just get back in, and I used to be able to ring like anyone at work or anyone that I needed, and I'd be like, right, do it like this. And they'd be like, fuck me, mate, why didn't we think of it? And I always used to manage to get stuff done by running. And it sounds a bit weird, but everyone has their own way of how things happen. My missus always says to me to do it, and that's what I do. And that's what I used to do. If something needed doing, I'd go for a run, and by the end of it, I'd have the answer. So I wanted to get back to it so that I could get into, obviously not running. I won't be running every day, even a couple of times a week, and then I'll know by the end of my work week, even if on a Saturday morning I'll go for a run, I'll have all my things that need sorting through the week, and I should be able to sort them by the end of it. So that's definitely, and just being happier. Just once you feel healthier, you feel happier. There's nothing better than looking better in your clothes and doing it. I've got a long way to go, but I'm getting there, and it's noticeable. That's the things.
Yeah,
so
mate, I saw the pictures. You dropped some timber. You've done really well.
You've got to feel good about yourself to have a good time. I think if you don't, if you're not happy with how you look, or say even saying silly, going for a beer and you catch yourself in a glimpse, if you don't look right, you don't. I don't know. Obviously, not everyone's the same, but I'm like that. I'll be like,
yeah, no, I get it. I'm the same. Yeah,
so,
cool.
Yeah, so I just feel happier, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Mate, that's awesome. No, I'm happy for you. Okay, cool. All right. So my last question is then, if anyone's watching this right now and they're having, reserves or sitting on the fence about, getting in contact and learning more about the program, what would you say to them?
There's just nothing you just got to do things. You got to not I feel like, especially with all this happened. Well, you've got to. One thing a lot of people have got to realise is you can't just in life, not just this, but in life, you've got to not put things off. Something needs done, you've got to do it there and then, because tomorrow might never come. Unfortunately, and there's nothing you've got to you'll see different things, but you can tell when something's legit or when someone's just been not knowing what they're doing, and just go for it. What you got to lose? You know what I mean? You've got everything to gain, nothing to lose in my eyes, if anything, really. So yeah, I fully recommend it. I've like I said, it's got me to a good place. So yeah,
awesome. No, mate, love it. You've done so well. Thank you so much.
All right.